Freedom of the press is one of the most sacred parts of America's democracy, but with Biden's latest nominee for the FCC, that freedom is under threat. One America's Pearson sits down with founder and owner of One American News, Robert Herring, to discuss Biden's nominee, Gigi Sohn, who is proving to be an enemy of the First Amendment. Take a look.
Censorship is a repressive tactic used by tyrants to control what people think. It's never acceptable in any form. In fact, our founding fathers wrote it right there in the first clause of the Bill of Rights. Congress, our lawmakers, shall make no law abridging the freedom of speech or of the free press. Now imagine if someone who opposed this idea, who believed that the government should regulate free speech and should make decisions about who is allowed to say what, were put in charge of the most powerful organization responsible for communication in our nation, the FCC. Someone like Gigi Sohn. If you haven't been following, Gigi is one of Biden's top picks for the Federal Communications Commission. In this position, she would have authority over regulating television, radio, cell phones, satellite, and the internet, basically all communication in the entire country. That's concerning because Sohn is one of the most extreme leftists anywhere in Washington. In fact, she's not just a radical leftist. She's a Marxist who has absolutely no regard for free speech or the Constitution. Here to discuss this with me is One American News founder and owner, Robert Herring. Robert, thank you for coming on the show today.
My pleasure, but I had to do it because I need to straighten out something for the company.
I understand. So Gigi is an enemy of the free press. I mean, her organization, Public Knowledge, the one she personally co-founded, recently came out and attacked OANs specifically, calling for AT&T to take us off the air. And I think you have the article with you right there.
I do have it. This is it right here.
That's the one, yep.
They still had it up as yesterday morning. So.
Right, exactly. And they claim that One American News peddles conspiracy theories and falsehoods that threaten our democratic institutions. So how do you respond to that? Where do you stand on her nomination? Do you or does One American News support Gigi Sohn's nomination?
Well, this is why I had to come on. My son came out and supported her, but the company itself is not supporting him. And at that point, I had to come out and explain there's no way this company would ever support her, and no way I'll ever let it happen. How my son decided he wanted to, I don't know. I think that because we worked with her not really worked with her, but we've known her since about 2003 or 2004, and she's never done anything for us. My son's out there saying that we support the company, but there's no way. She shouldn't be anywhere near the FCC as far as I'm concerned.
So Gigi Sohn has never tried to hide her goals for censorship. I mean, she openly calls for using the government to censor and punish conservatives in the media, and that includes Sinclair Broadcasting and even Fox News, which she said was state-sponsored propaganda, and she suggested that Fox News representatives should be grilled at a hearing on misinformation. Organizations like One American News and Fox News, we represent freedom of speech in this country. We represent a free press, plain and simple, and that's something she can't stand. Now, I know that you personally reached out to Fox News to offer your support, didn't you?
I did. I called a couple of people over there that are very high and told them I'm sorry and that we'll try and straighten it out and that we should never have backed her. And with her trying to take down Fox or trying to take down other people, I think it's insane. The way you take down Fox is give them the best news in the world and let them compete. And the same thing with all the others, CNN and everybody else. You don't go knocking them off because of some reason at the FCC. The people are smart enough to listen and watch what Fox puts out, watch what we put out, watch what the others put out. And if they want to take us off, then just don't watch. But don't have the FCC coming in trying to take out.
Right. Well, I mean, that makes sense. And Fox News, I mean, though, that says a lot about your position, that Fox News, they're a competitor. So why would OAN want to come out and stand behind them?
Well, again, I think that, all the different news corporations should stand on their own, stand by the news that they're putting out, and let them go that way. And if you don't like them, you know, but don't go around running on, shutting them off or whatever because they're not what you want.
Right, exactly. But none of this is really surprising, though, because when you consider that Gigi Sohn appears to be good friends with George Soros. In fact, his Open Society Foundation pumped $1.1 million right into her organization. And on top of that, the Soros Foundation also named Gigi Sohn as an official Leadership in Government Fellow in the Open Society. So the person who could be in charge of our entire nation's communications is a member of George Soros's anti-American society that is working to destroy the country. That should tell you everything you need to know about her, right?
That's correct. And I think the FCC could look for people that would help setting up the type of news and other things that people need. But somebody to go around, you know, taking people out that they don't agree with is the wrong thing from the very start. And with the way her company and the company that she started is out against everybody, she shouldn't be anywhere near.
Absolutely, I agree. All right, Robert, is there anything else you'd like to add today? Anything else you think that people need to know about the situation?
At this point, I can't think of anything, but I can guarantee you that One America News is not supporting Gigi. And if you need any help, you know, call your congressman or anybody else and tell them that you don't need taken off Fox, you don't need taken off One America, you don't need taken off these places. Get people that will help bring out the news that the people need. It could be CNN, who knows which company, but don't go knocking them out because you don't like what they're doing.
Right. I mean, that's freedom of press. Everybody deserves to report the news as they see it. So, all right, Robert, thank you for coming on the show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, and I hope your ratings stay up at least halfway.
We'll do our best. Thanks very much.
Want to see more videos like this? Visit OANN.com for immediate access to all the clips you've been waiting to see.